Okay, Ethereum. So let's take a look at ETH. So ETH had done a similar thing, made a new reaccumulation range. So we were up at around 4,000, 4,100 whenever we had topped out. This was the previous cycle over here. We come into this huge. Oh, no, this is not the previous cycle, is it? No, it's not. Yeah, this is still the current cycle. Let me just get on a bigger time frame. So this was previous cycle all-time high on Ethereum, 4,800. Huge, massive bear market reaccumulation range over here. Okay, finally we start moving into a bull market. We come up to about 4,100, which seems to be our super significant level. So do I have that over here? No, let me pull this. So this level right here is very significant for Ethereum, about $4,100. This is where we continue to reject at. So we rejected, came back down. We tried, we got close, rejected, came back down. Massive reaccumulation throughout August whenever we got this massive nuke. I believe Japan liquidated themselves. Their markets blew up, and then everything nuked. So then we had reaccumulated down here on Ethereum. Then we break out, and we made it all the way back up to 4,100 again. And once again, rejected twice. So that's very bullish in the sense that once we do get back to this 4,100 again, I mean, we tried once. Let's not even say, well, we want to count this one. So we tried once, twice, three times. So we've tried three times to break out of this $4,100 level on Ethereum and finally break out towards its previous all-time highs. Ethereum hits here again on this fourth tap. It's busting through. Eventually this shit's going to bust through. And because it had so much resistance at that level, once it eventually does bust through, you're going to see Ethereum start to rip face. So if we go down on the lower time frame, so we came into this new accumulation range on Ethereum, okay? So we nuked down and we create this supply block right here overhead. We came back into this range, okay? So we're doing our same thing. We're testing the top of the range. We're coming back. We're respecting this mid-range. Boom, 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 boom. Finally, we make it back up, and you see this big green candle. Let's turn on the volume. Yep, so we got bigger volume, bigger buy volume. So that means buyers are in control, okay? We get this big meat stick out and break out of the range. Beautiful. So now it looks like we're very clearly out of this range, right? So that's good. But now you see us essentially chopping and basically consolidating right under this supply level, okay? Now this supply level, once we're able to flip this, you're going to see Ethereum start to pump again. So you're going to see something like this. So it's going to finally break out, retest it, and we're going towards all-time highs. So you see right here this tapping. You're tapping it, coming, and we're rejecting. Like you see there's a resistance level right here from this local supply. And we finally got this nice green candle up into the supply, which gave us this candle right here that actually gave us a wick above outside the supply, but we rejected again. So once ETH is able to break through this supply, you're going to see a lot of you're going to see an expansion on Ethereum. You're going to see that pump up right up to $4,100 again very quickly. And as long as we can hold above that supply, we'll be fine.
And I mean, I think cyclically, if it would have happened earlier than this, like if we would have had Ethereum break above previous range highs, like a back above 4,100 earlier this year, I would have been a little bit concerned because then we're not really following previous market structure from the previous bull runs and the previous Bitcoin halving years. So I would have been just kind of waiting for the inevitable huge pullback on it. But I think now, cyclically, we're at the right time for Ethereum to really start performing well. We're really at the time where ETH BTC chart should finally start to put in a bottom and finally start to put in some meat sticks. Because it's crazy. I mean, literally the last 3.5 years, if you would have shorted, Ethereum against Bitcoin, you pretty much could have just printed for 3.5 years without really any break in structure, which is insane. Like Bitcoin has literally been outperforming Ethereum for almost 4 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that now, historically, this is the right time for Ethereum to start performing really well, start to outperform Bitcoin. And I think if it would have happened any earlier than Q1 2025, it would have seemed like a fugazi and I would have just been waiting for the inevitable big dump. So I'm honestly happy that it's made it to this point, and I think yeah, now's definitely the time.
Right. And because the seasonality is on our sides, it's bullish in the sense that, well, we know Ethereum does massive gains throughout Q1 and Q2, but we couldn't wait any longer. Like if the shit was going to happen, it had to have happened now, which it looks like it is starting to happen, which is good. So we needed it. We needed movement on Bitcoin and Ethereum for us to still, not be able to fade the seasonality of Ethereum and Bitcoin in Q1. So we're getting what we needed. We are getting exactly what we needed. So we got to be happy about that. So ETH, we got to look for this level to get flipped. Once we flip this level, we're looking beautiful. And then we're going to look for the inevitable breakout. If we get a little smaller time frame, let's do 12 hour. So we can get this eventual breakout up to the previous resistance level. So I'm sure there's going to be some type of pause right at about $4,100. Try to chew through that. And then once we chew through that, there's nothing stopping us until $4,800. That's the beauty of it. Once we break that $4,100 level, there is nothing, literally zero, nothing stopping us. There's no price action up here, zero. So the only price action that occurred previously was from the previous cycle, and that was these highs right over here. So you're going to see Ethereum start to pump crazy whenever we actually flip that $4,100 level and move up with some conviction. So, and then of course, when Ethereum pumps, that's whenever our bags go to Valhalla, because we're not holding ETH, we're holding ETH beta.